And good morning! Oh, so good to be here with you all this morning and talking about the Vision Alignment Show, where in the Vision Alignment Show, we all know how important it is to know how our core beliefs and our core values need to be aligned with our vision in order for us to be happy, successful, productive, all those things. So, we got a great show lined up for you for today. I apologize. We were going to have Robin Troutman come on, but little scheduling snafu, and we are not going to have Robin come on today. We're going to have her on a little bit later, but look forward to that announcement coming soon. Next week, the 27th, that's a really tough one. We should have Eddie Turner come on, Eddie Turner Jr. come on. Really need to make sure we have that going as well as we can. So, again, just hold tight for that. But I'm tentatively planning on that happening. Anyway, so that's that. We have had a great weekend. We had Father's Day. Before that we had Kid Again, which is a charity that I support, and all my family supports. We went to an event called Martinis and Magic, where we had some martinis, not martinis, but we had drinks, and we got to see a lot of magic, and had a really good time with friends, and all that was good. So a silent auction was there as well. We got to take part in that, which was a lot of fun. Anyway, so that is what we did over Friday. Then Saturday, we what did we do on Saturday? I don't know, but it wasn't too strenuous. I mean, we took it easy, had a nice time. Actually, the Saturday the weather was beautiful, so we had friends come over. That's what we did, and we smoked a lot of meat. We smoked some pork ribs, some pork shoulder or butt. And then we also smoked some, what else was it? Walleye. So my buddy had gotten walleye, so we smoked that as well. Well, really, really good time. Lots of good food. Had a great time. Anyway, so that's what we did on Saturday. Sunday, we went to church and did all that, which was great to be able to relax and have Father's Day there, which was really cool. So really, that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about today, because we don't have a guest. I'm going to talk about what Father's Day means to me. What does Father's Day mean to you? Let me ask you that. And so if you would, reply in the comment section. And if you're listening live, put in a hashtag live. If you're listening to replay, put a hashtag replay. But let me know what Father's Day means to you. for me, there's three things. One is my father, my dad, Wally Wagner, who passed away about 7 years ago. And I think about him quite often, and all the life lessons he taught me as I was growing up, and all my brothers and sisters as well. So there's a lot to be learned from our current fathers, our fathers. But there's also number two is how being a father myself has made a huge impact on my life. I mean, there are so many things that I've learned from my kids that I never could have taught them, and I never would have learned it from anybody else. It's just been incredible to be able to go through. And then the third thing is all the other dads out there, all the other fathers that are in this world, and how they experience Father's Day. I think that's really interesting to be able to know and to see. But back to the number two, the being a father myself. I think about how three main things that I think of. And I used to have these in my speech. I sometimes still do. But those three main things that I speak of are how important it is to know that life's not going to turn out the way you plan. It's not always going to be the case. Secondly, be open to reimagine your life. So if you can be open to reimagine your life, well, for me, I wanted to be a football player when I grew up. So you all know the story of me taking the hikes from a virtual center. That's part of my speech. But that's who I wanted to be. I wanted to be a football player. I just loved. I loved Friday nights when all the football players got to wear their jerseys. I just thought that was so cool. That's who I wanted to be. So obviously that didn't turn out that way for me. I had other things in mind. There were other plans in store for me. So once I realized that life was not going to turn out the way I planned, I needed to be able to open to reimagining my life. So once I was able to reimagine my life, then I could go forward, and that's what I did. And we all have done that in some instances of our lives as well. But we need to make sure that we're understanding that and taking credit for that, but also leaving that message on to future generations. How important that is to be able to reimagine your life. But then the third thing, and this third thing has been very instrumental for a lot of the speeches that I've given, is to find a way to make someone else's life better with that. So that's another at least a 3-step question process. But really, the first question is to understand what's the biggest hurdle or obstacle you've ever gone through, or even adapted to it. Maybe you've not gone through it, you just accepted that as a part of an obstacle, and you went forward with that. So what's that one thing for you? Number two, how did you overcome that? How did you overcome or maybe accept that? And how, when you accepted that, what did that do? What did that mean for you? So that's number two. And then number three is to really understand how you can use that, how you can leverage that to make someone's life better. Now, for me, I've been very fortunate to be able to get on stage and speak, and to do these keynotes and do the emails and do the social media and all that stuff. I've been very, very fortunate to have had that. But for you, it may be something different. There may be a different way for you to serve other people. So it's been a strange marriage of me being able to do this. Never would have thought, like, how do you make money doing that? How do you support your family? How do you? So many questions. But just being able to do that has been a big relief off of my life. So can't tell how happy I am that I made the decision to pursue this path. Didn't know how it was going to work out. Still don't know how it's going to work out. But I know that taking the next step is what I need to do. And that's what we all need to do. We need to take the next step in whatever you're doing, knowing what makes you unique or whatever walk of life you're in. Take the next step. It's a good thing. Well, we've got some big next steps coming up this week with a Radical Vision. So I'm actually working at the School for the Blind today. I'll be there at, a little in the time in the afternoon. But we have students come in from across the state, and they're going to be working. Well, they're going to be working, the next 3 or 4 days. But then they actually will be working the next 4 weeks after that. So we have the summer youth working experience at the School for the Blind, where we have, like I said, students come across the state that are going to lead their lives and be able to do things they've never done before. And they're gonna move away from mom and dad for a little bit, just for the weekdays. But then they're actually going to go out and work jobs, like at the Columbus Zoo or various different places. But I'm so thankful for the kids to be able to come in and do that. I'm also thankful for the school, the Ohio State School for the Blind. It's phenomenal, but also the employers that have helped us to be able to do that. So just very, very grateful, very thankful. If there's ever anything that I can do for you, obviously I've got my Hobie shirt on today, which is the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership organization that I spoke for a couple weeks ago. Just a great group of people, and I'm really looking forward to being able to do more of that. Hopefully we can do that. Yes, my vision is a little less than what it's been. It's been difficult today to be able to see, but I can see well enough to hit some of the buttons that are here in front of me, and I'm just grateful to be able to share this message with you today. If you ever need something from me, don't hesitate to reach out. As always, keep one eye on the road. Take care.